Today, I'm going to share one of my favorite stories. I share this story every year, no matter what grade I'm teaching. The story is entitled Tyrone the Horrible. Yes, yes, I know. Most of you have heard it. Let's listen again. By Hans Wilhelm. Tyrone the Horrible. Bolin was a little dinosaur. There he is. He lived with his mother and father in a great swamp forest. There were a lot of dinosaur children in Bolin's neighborhood. There, Bolin playing with his friends. They played together every day, and Bolin was friendly with all of them except one. Hmm, I wonder who that could be. Look at him. His name was Tyrone, or Tyrone the Horrible, as he was usually called. He was just a kid himself, but he was much bigger and stronger than most of the others. He was a real bully if you ever saw one. In fact, he was the world's first big bully. Tyrone especially liked to pick on Bolin. He punched and teased him and always stole his snack or sandwich. Oh, he was a thief. He stole from him. Bolin tried to stay out of Tyrone's way, but it seems that no matter where he went, Tyrone was waiting for him. Oh, poor Bolin crying. Night after night, Bolin had a hard time getting to sleep. He kept thinking of ways to avoid Tyrone. It seemed hopeless. Bolin playmates tried to help. You have to get Tyrone to be your friend, Terry said to Bolin one day. That's easier said than done, said Bolin. How do you make friends with someone who has been hurting and teasing you all your life? You have to give him a present to show him you care, Terry said. Bolin thought for a while. What kind of present could he give Tyrone? Then he remembered how Tyrone was always taking his snacks and sandwiches. A present for Tyrone, he said. Well, at least it's worth a try. That afternoon, Bolin went looking for Tyrone. Here he said in his friendliest voice, It's such a hot day. I thought you might like a nice ice cream cone. Tyrone looked at Bolin for a moment. Then he smiled a nasty smile. Ice cream for me? How sweet. Tyrone grabbed the cone, then he turned it upside down and smashed it on Bolin's head. Ah, he squashed it on Bolin's head. Ha 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 ha! Tyrone laughed and walked away. Bolin could hear Tyrone's laughter for a long time, echoing through the forest. The next day, Bolin told his friend Stella what had happened. You are taking this too seriously, Stella said. Don't pay any attention to that big bully when he tries to tease you. Just stay cool. That's the only thing he'll understand. Staying cool when you're scared is not easy, Bolin said, but I will try. So the next time Bolin met Tyrone, he stayed cool. Hi, lizard head, roared Tyrone as Bolin walked by. How about my sandwich? Bolin did not pay any attention and didn't even try to run away. He kept on walking. I guess I have to help myself again, Tyrone said. He stomped on Bolin's tail until Bolin let go of the sandwich. Bolin tried not to show his tears, but it hurt a lot. When Bolin's friend found out that Tyrone had what Tyrone had done, they were furious. It's time to fight back, Stecco said. Tyrone has given you enough trouble. You must stand up to him and show him you are a dinosaur too. You can win any fight against him. Tyrone just has a big mouth, that's all. Bolin was angry too. You're right, he said. Maybe I should fight him and stop this nonsense once and for all. Well, Stecco said, let's do it right now. The four friends marched off to find Tyrone. Dun 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 dun. I wonder if they're heading for trouble. Bolin stood up and faced Tyrone the Horrible. Listen, you brute, he said. I have had enough of your bullying. Come on and fight. Tyrone took one look at Bolin, then grinned and said, okay, if that's what you want. Who do you think's gonna win? Let's find out. It was a very short fight. Little Bolin had no chance against his big enemy. I'm sorry, Stecco said. That was not a very good idea. You better give up. Some bullies you just can't beat. You have to learn to live with them, whether you like it or not. But Bolin did not like it. There just has to be a way to beat a bully, he thought. He was still thinking as the moon came out and the stars filled the sky. Suddenly he smiled a big smile. That's it, he said to himself. Then he curled up and was soon fast asleep. I think he has an idea. The next morning, Bolin took his sandwich and went off into the swamp forest as usual. It wasn't long before he ran into Tyrone. Another snack for me, roared Tyrone. I hope it's something good. And with that, he swiped the sandwich out of Bolin's hand and swallowed it with one big gulp. Bolin walked on as fast as he could. Suddenly, he heard a terrible scream. Ah! Ah! It was Tyrone. Huge flames were coming out of his mouth. Help! I'm burning! He cried. I'm dying! I'm poisoned! Help! Help! Oh, he's burning and something he ate was hot. Nonsense, Bolin said with a laugh. It was only a sandwich. I didn't know you were so sensitive. I happen to like double thick red hot pepper sandwiches. Too bad you don't. He turned around and went off, leaving the moaning and groaning Tyrone behind. From then on, Tyrone stayed as far away from Bolin as he could. Bolin played happily with his friends in the swamp forest all day, and he never had trouble falling asleep at night. Oh, they're having fun. The bully is gone. When much later, some scientists found Tyrone the Horrible. He looked a little different, but he still had that nasty smile on his face. Have you ever been to the Science Museum? Check it out. I do believe you will see Tyrone the Horrible.